New at 10, you might have heard that nothing good happens after dark. Some people in Milwaukee say that is exactly what they are worried about.
The I-Team's Casey Geraldo discovered hundreds of complaints of broken streetlights and what is going on to get them back on.
Left in the dark, that's how some Milwaukee neighbors feel right in their own homes, wondering why their tax dollars don't keep the streetlights on.
And I came out of the bar and I looked, and all the way to 6th Street, which is a dead end. Then when I look over here, it's black that way.
Her Southside business in the dark, Susan Kasperzik acts fast.
They'll come in and they'll say, streetlights are out. I'm right on the phone.
Over the course of 2 years, she's called her alderman's office a lot. What worries you about not having lights?
Problems in the neighborhood. We've had some break-ins when the lights were on, so it gets kind of scary if the lights aren't on.
Apparently a popular complaint around Milwaukee. The I-Team collected hundreds of complaints over the last year from just 3 of 15 aldermanic offices. Some callers report streetlight outages lasting days, weeks, even months. After enough calls, it's a question Kasperzik got to ask the guy in charge.
Mr. Pekacek called me.
So Tom Pekacek is just who the I-Team went to talk to, head of the Electrical Services Department.
Are the wires old? Are the circuits old?
Some of it, there is some older infrastructure.
In holes like this one, crews repair some of the aging wires.
It's a slow, arduous process. We still have old circuitry, maybe 40% of the city, and the new stuff is at about 60%.
The slow and arduous part of it seems to be what frustrates people sometimes when they're calling a lot and they feel like things aren't getting fixed as quickly as they want.
Well, our goal, when we define an area dark, which is 3 or more lights out on them, we try to have the lights back on within 24 hours.
Pekacek explains the city circuits sit underground, which means crews have to dig them out to repair them, even when the snow piles up and the ground's deeply frozen, working 24/7, no matter the weather, even during a winter like the one we had this year.
That's when the circuitry started failing. We have a record year of this past February.
While Pekacek says the city usually has about 225 issues a month, February's weather contributed to more than 500 circuit problems. But he also faces another major challenge.
We're having a tough time getting skilled tradespeople. So our staff is down 15 electricians right now of what I'm budgeted for. And that is certainly causing a problem with our response time.
The repair crew the I-Team met up with was 3 people. And sometimes teams work in pairs, which means the city's at least 5 crews short.
We're not going to put safety on the back burner. We are very in tune to making sure our streets are safe, and that means well lit.
A commitment Kasperzik expects and wants to see followed through.
And I pay taxes. I want to see my street lights on every night.
If you have a streetlight outage to report, you can go to the TMJ4 app. That's where we have the phone number and a link to file a complaint with the city. Or if you're an electrician in need of a job, you can learn how to apply also on the app. For the I-Team, Casey Geraldo, today's TMJ4.